If blush is bae, then bronzer is my boo. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, inconsistent upload schedule, that's my name. Let's play this game. If you're new to my channel, my name is Allison. I am what I am. We'll just leave it at that. And if you're returning, welcome back home, skillet. So there was a tag video that I feel like I watched a lot of these videos, and it was the blush is bae tag video where you had like, I don't know, 14 or 15 questions about your favorite blushes in your makeup collection. Well, I genuinely decided, you know, I'm not a fan of the word bae, but one thing I actually do like, one thing I oddly don't have a shitload of in my collection, is my bronzers. So if blush is my bae and bronzer is my boo, and so we're just going to use a lot of these blush bae questions and apply them to our bronzers and go from there. That's the extent of the depth of the plan that I have today. It's right there. Number one, do you like cream or powder bronzer? Both. All summer long I've been rocking some cream products, really neglecting everything that's powder. You know, it's not gonna be a true adawg.info official alye video without my fucking dogs walking around on the hardwood floor back there. So hopefully, you know, they give up and take naps, or I'm gonna give up and take a nap. Number two is the weirdest color in your collection. So as far as bronzers go, mostly in the brown tones, but I will say, you know, I don't have anything that's kooky crazy. Woo! Things I do have that, you know, once we get a few more months out in Halloween, I pulled this out just for shits and giggles. This is my baby sugar pill palette. I have bronzed with this color, and this color actually almost all of these colors for Halloween looks. So that would be the weirdest bronzer I have. I have my laptop in front of me, so I'm like looking at the question, and the sad thing is like when I was thinking about this, I was like pre-filling in some answers, and some answers I have like my literal just thought, one word, and then some things I actually like narrated, wrote it out. Like I actually have Poor me. Okay. I have favorites from both, so, you know, I love expensive stuff. Can't necessarily afford all the expensive bullshit on the planet, but I have both. Number four, what's the most expensive bronzer in your collection? I pulled it out. It is this Channel bronzer. This is the Tan Soleil de Chanel Soleil Tan bronzer. The Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. It smells great. I've made a pretty good dent in mine. I've been using this non-stop this summer. Most inexpensive bronzer. Okay, this is gonna be like not really that expensive, but whatever. This is the Butter bronzer before they came out with the expanded shades. It's just in the shade bronzer. I think when I bought this, I wasn't even sure if they had multiple shades, but I've got a pretty good dent in it. I also love the fucking way it smells. It's damn delightful. Moving on. Favorite bronzer single. All my bronzers are singles, which leads me into my next question. Favorite bronzer palette. This is that moment where I actually I put an interesting narration, and you know, just when I thought I could convert a blush Q&A into a bronzer Q&A, I've completely failed this tag. I'm sorry. I know there's bronzer palettes out there. I know there's like chiseled cheek palettes, there's contour palettes, crap like that. I have no need for 6 bronzers in one container. I have no need for 3 bronzers in one container. My face is generally, sorry, that went to a really dark place. I'm not comfortable in this chair. What are my favorite bronzers in my collection? I have 3 that I listed, but when I look at my collection, this is like a super favorite. It's a quick trick stick. It's in Bare End Earth Nut. It's in a project pan, and this is almost gone. I'm really sad about it. I love my Chanel bronzer. It is delightful. And then of course this is my Laura Mercier bronzer sample that I literally will never go through, in the shade Bronze 3 Matte Radiance Baked Powder. It's a delight. It's a damn delight. Number 8. See, like the last question had no number. Anyway, oldest bronzer in the collection. That'd have to be the OG Hoola bronzer. This is a mini, so I've actually panned one of these before. I wrote in here that, you know, I've panned 2 mini sizes completely of this. Ooh. This would be the 3rd one that I've bought, and I mean, if you're just sitting there thinking like, it's just a mini, it's just a mini, I've panned bigger ones than that, and you've just panned a mini? Well, the newest bronzer that I have in my collection, so I finally decided to try these. This is the KKW Contour 6, and it's just the single by itself. There was an opportunity where they did free shipping, and I wasn't about to pay no $8.95 for some shipping. So, number 10. What is your Pate bronzer? Let's face it, every day that I put on bronzer and I'm looking bronzy, it's a party. But if I had to choose, I would go with this bronzer. This is my Viseart bronzer because it's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. It's just nice, classy bronzer. I like when I'm wearing it. I'm a damn party looking delightful in it. Number 11, brands that I have 4 or more of. Okay. Watching a bunch of blush videos, I can totally see how anybody can kind of get out of control with blushes. Totally get it. I have way more blushes than I do bronzers, but could you imagine if I had like multiple bronzers from same brands? The bronze goddess I would be. Holy hell. Number 12, any bronzer buying regrets? I have purchased and returned the unpopular opinion coming up, Too Faced chocolate bronzers. I don't like. I feel like they are muddy and pass. And the only other bronzer I have that I'm kind of this guy. This is the Fenty Matchsticks in the shade Latte. And compared to so many other things, warm but not orange, red, warm, it doesn't work for my skin tone. It's a little too orange. I like it, but its texture is very dry compared to a lot of the emollient cream products that I have. So, number 13, a bronzer that you purchased because of another YouTuber. Who, you may ask? Damn near every beauty guru on the internet. A beloved bronzer that is not intended to be a bronzer. So, I added this in here just because, you know, we have certain things where it's like, I use that as a blush even though it's not really a blush. So I have 2. This is the Latte palette and the shade Caramel. Beautiful bronzer. And then I have, this is my Melt Pro palette, and this is the shade Rubbish. This has got like a mustard tone to it, but it actually is a pretty cool bronzer. Number 14. Is there a bronzer from a brand that you haven't tried that's on your wish list? I have 2. The much talked about Hourglass bronzers, and the other would be the Ciate London Bamboo bronzer. That I'm very curious about as well. Number 15, favorite bronzer brushes. So I have 2, actually I have 3. Hold on, let's start from the beginning here. This is a 135 MAC brush, also known as the Desi Perkins bronzing brush. That I love. I love that because I love how flat it is. My Smith 112, love this. I love this because like the precise control that you can get. And Raw Beauty Christie is the one that realistically talked me into buying this brush. This is the Milani Kabuki fan brush from Walmart. This is so soft, so soft, and it's really dense. So I will use this to blend in cream products. Side note, this brush is bae. So there you guys go. That is my, if blush is bae, then bronzer is my boo official tag video. I officially tag you if you're watching this video, and thanks for watching.